Every year on the 7th June, FAO and WHO jointly lead the celebration of World Food Safety Day. This year, we celebrate the science behind food safety under the theme Food Safety, Science in Action. On this World Food Safety Day, we acknowledge the work of scientists, educators, and everyone in their contributions towards making food safe. Science in action means improving foodborne disease surveillance. Science is fundamental to food safety. Scientific evidence guides standards and regulation development to ensure safer food systems. Science provides the data needed for protection from food hazards along the food chain. Risk reduction by applying food control principles throughout the food chain. Let's look at science in action in the Botswana context and what scientists are doing to improve our food systems.
Lemo Food Control Lab, we do analysis of food. We have a wide range of food materials that we do test. Analysis in general. So, food testing. Highly testing, it encompasses physical tests and chemical tests. So in here in the lab, we have two labs. We have water lab and food lab as part of the unit. In our lab here, more chemistry section. In chemistry section, we do chemistry in food. We do various analysis, starting from the peanut butters to cooking oils to the drinks to the pulses. We do support the government programs as the mandate of the lab. But I do analysis, the school feeding programs and the vulnerable, the one, the Tsabana and Maluti the clinic. Yes. So what do you do there? We do analysis of protein in Tsabana. We do analysis of alpha toxin in peanut butter. We have several equipment that are used. This equipment here is called HPLC, high pressure liquid chromatography, whereby we do check out the levels of aflatoxins that we can have either in Tsabana, in Malutu, or in peanut butter. So in this equipment here, we do check those levels, or are they high, or usually when they are high, then we inform the government responsible officers to take out or those kind of samples from the public. Yes, that's how we ensure the safety. We also do, with this equipment, we also do analysis of energy drink, where we check levels of caffeine that are available in our drinks. Yes, usually that route is again our local government. And we also do in food lab analysis of water, where we do check our water for compliance. Yes, we do check bottled water and potable water. This equipment is called ion chromatography. What it does, we can identify the levels of ions that are in our water, following the standard of ISO 43. Yes, then we check levels of the fluoride, the anions, the nitrate, all the anions that are, the levels are regulated. It shouldn't exceed a certain amount of anions in water.
Here at Buang, we do offer programs which contain food safety provision. We offer programs such as food science and technology, animal science, crop science, and in these programs, we do offer courses or modules which contain food safety provision. We have conducted and we are still conducting some research projects which have relevant to food safety. So far, the institution has indulged in research in which we were looking at treated sewage effluent water potential to be used for horticultural production in Botswana. And then the other research project which the institution has been involved in is the use of human sludge as fertilizers for vegetables meant for human consumption. And also the institution has conducted a research on investigation of heavy metal hazard status and the potential risk in vegetable irrigated with treated wastewater in Odi Gardens.
Science in action mo go rona ha re amarele mo sekolong ha re ruta bana gantsi. Let's say for example the products tse re di producing tsa bana tsa product development re simolola ko concept ya rona similar from the raw material ya go hela ko producting yani. In between that from the raw material go leka go tlhotlha o ntsha di physical contaminants di ka tshwanang bo matlapa jalo ka gore ha o ja sejo se tshwana le gongwe tla ke re peanut butter o soletse gore ha o tshotla o ska uka o tshotla letlapa mo menong bo chemical contamination e ka tswa ile gongwe di pesticides di herbicides bo biological contamination e ka tswa gongwe le meriri ya rona dinala tsa rona jalo so re di tsenya tsotletse process e tlhoga go tsena go bohelong ga gona ha re sa amen sepeteng re leballa gape le gone le di standard tsa Botswana beru standards tse re di apply ha ruta bana climate change ke aspect engwe e tshwenyang thata o tlhalela gore anong ya ma kgolo e tlwaelesegileng ya dijalo ke re di plants ya ma leruo jalo itlhelano di plants di halano di amega di hala di producer mo re go bitsang re di toxins kana di bioactivity tse di rileng tse le go di hala di ama botsogo ja motho.
Botswana Bureau of Standards, its core mandate is development and promotion of standards so that they are adopted across the different sectors of the industry. We also have a unit which is called the compulsory standard units. This is whereby regulated products, it monitors products which are which are very important when it comes to public health, some foodstuffs and some other items, amongst others like bottled water and some different foodstuffs. So Botswana Bureau of Standards has a testing unit which comprises of different laboratories, one of which is the micro laboratory, of which I'm part of the team. For the compulsory standards unit to monitor the condition of the different regulated food products, they sample food from the different food operators, food business, and they tested them from the laboratories. So the laboratory is a very important partner when it comes to food safety because the test results that the laboratory produces informs the regulators of the condition of the food items so that they can gauge whether they are suitable for public consumption. And if they are not suitable, then they can be able to inform the producers and take necessary measures to ensure that the public is not exposed to danger.
Scientific data provides the evidence basis and provides trust for decision making. It provides for risk assessment in the determination of the exposure levels of consumers to a particular risk. The use of scientific data is for development of food safety mitigation strategies. Scientific data provides guidance on public health response in contingency planning. Scientific data provides for consumer and industry communication education material.
NADI ke National Agriculture Research and Development Institute e leng gore ena le maphata le mantsinyana a leng gore a bereka ka research ya agriculture. In general, we research on the raw materials that is used to make food. We process those materials into the food, and then we check the quality of the food. That's where the food science, food safety and quality comes in. In relation to the theme of World Food Safety Day, Science in Action, our institution is relevant because it's a science-based institution. We deal with food. We even have a program on food safety, in addition to the other two that we have in the Food Science and Technology Department, which are Food Innovative Health and Nutrition and Food Processing. Those are the three programs that we have in the Food Science and Technology Department.
Mo food chemistry lab, tiro ya rona ke go batisisa boleng kana tshireletso ya dijo. Ka jalo ha re thathoba boleng, ra be re batla go bona dikota mo dijong gore di selekanyo se se kae le gore di ka thusa motho yo tabang a dija ka tselentseng jang. Ha re bua ka safety, re thathoba tse leng gore di bothabetse mo botsogong ja motho kana mo botsogong ja setšhaba. Ka jalo re thusa Botswana ka gore se se lengwang ko famong ra se thathoba pele ga se tsena mo go ka nneng se se jewang. Re dirisanya le balemi ha ba spraya dijalo tsa bone le go bona gore ha di goroga ko madirelong kana ko marekisetsong a di ntse di safe. Le tsone tse di tabeng di tshwerwe ke ba gwebang ka dijo ba food processing. Ba di tisa gone ha e be re kgona go di thathoba boleng ja tsone re dirisana le ba food microbiology. Re bo re kgona gore se re se boneng ha se sa siama be re ka gakolla modiri wa sone kana mogwebi wa sone. Ke ka ha re thusang ka teng mo food safety.
Our lab is food microbiology and biotechnology. We do research and then we do analytical services. Research here covers a lot of areas. First of all, we participate in more product and process development, where we do analysis when food technology or food processing is developing products. They will run our processes, and what we do here is to do analysis. And when we're talking analysis, we are really talking about the microbiology, to check the pathogens and then to also check the spoilage organisms. Like cause diseases, how they are consumed, ka di number tse di rileng, kana di spoilage organisms, bacteria e leng gore e ka senya product ha ile gore e tsamaya ka di number tse di rileng. NADI has the mandate to ensure that we contribute to development of the food industry in the country. In our culture, we have this area where we consume indigenous alcoholic beverages. Re bua ka bo khadi, re bua ka bo stopoti, re bua ka bo skoko. And then I'm positive every once in a while we get to hear that some, unfortunately, individuals lost lives after consuming those products. So usually we wouldn't know straight away what is the problem. So right now we have a project where we are trying to investigate. We are trying to investigate what could be the cause of these deaths. So we are hoping that in the end we'll be able to provide some evidence or information that guides and informs how we are supposed to execute these processes going forward.
Sensory evaluation is a scientific discipline. Ye evokang, ye measure, ye analyze, ye interpret people's perceptions ka di product. But there is the senses of sight, smell, aroma, taste, the sound. This sensory evaluation happen. Redirisa some product development. If you develop a product in China, o tshwantse go tswela o tsa feedback gore a le tswai fo mo dira can se swa gore a me letswai batho ba le rata or it's too much gore in the product e ka hela acceptwa ke batho ka ya bo quality assurance re khona le ba bo shelf life re mo nna re dira ko microbiology e be re dira le ko food chemistry e be re dira gape le mo sensory e be re dira gape le rheological tests mo texture analyzer dirisa di texture analyzer ra jalo di viscometer bo di calorimeter jalo me sensory evaluation e hela go determine the best before date because like go ka the product it's 1 year but sensory wise maybe after 6 months the color the tomato sauce e khona go deteriorate or the aroma ya product lo ne khona hela iketena off that's why no gora gore o khona gona le gore product ye sensory wise e ka helela.
Food safety science and action. It means as scientists, how do we contribute to food safety? But at the end of the day, we need to be able to communicate to an ordinary Botswana, to an ordinary consumer, an ordinary citizen about food safety. Well, food safety, like they say, is everybody's business. Food safety is everything from farm to fork. And they also say, if it is not safe, it is not food. So we want to encourage everybody that let's be mindful of food safety issues. Let's be mindful of food safety and hygiene.
We have seen how science in action contributes to safer food systems by improving nutrition, lowering government spending, leveraging on public health programs, good governance, and compliance to food laws.